You can't get through.
Is you can
On the
walk
east,
across where
there's
the old
a part of a lane, but it's
kinda right there
against,
by the
they're
guard
ticketing people for
Oh,
going
right.
against those barricades.
An easier spot if you're
Yeah, you're
illegally
further
They
parked.
got
down
someone
than
going
from
through the
the
I think
stop
the
sign at
last two
70.
times I parked right on the road.
I'd like to call the order, Green Lake Township Board of Trustees regular meeting of September 9th, 2025 to order. Judy, could you do a roll call, please?
McDonald. Biondo. Merrick.
Here,
Biganowski.
Here.
Kramer here. Radke.
Present.
And West.
Here,
Very good. We have a full board and a quorum. Before we go on to the next item, I'd like to ask that if public for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next item on our agenda is the approval of the agenda. Does anybody here have any desire or any inkling to add to the agenda or make a request to remove something from the agenda? Any
the
board
agenda.
members?
from the agenda? Yes, I want to remove the minutes
Well,
of,
that would be under the consent.
well, okay,
This is,
yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second,
we have a motion by Merrick, supported by West, to approve the agenda as presented. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Thank you. Next item, Sherry. Approval of the consent agenda, which contains minutes of July 8th, 2025, August 12th, 2025, treasurer's report, and bills. Wishes to remove something from said agenda.
August 12th meeting, board meeting minutes.
Okay, is there anybody else that wish to remove anything
We
from
can
this board?
put that after media update.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any member of the public wishing to have an item removed from their consent agenda? Any from staff? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended with the removal of August 12th, 2025 board
So
meeting
moved.
minutes. Motion by Baganowski, supported by McDonald. All in, roll call.
Biondo. Merrick.
Yes.
Biganowski.
Yes.
Kramer, yes. Radke.
Yes.
West.
Yes,
And McDonald.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item, declaration of conflict of interest. Does any board member here have a conflict of interest of any item on our agenda? Dave?
Yes, I'm gonna not vote on the lot line.
Next item is reports. I see we have, I thought I seen Chief Case here. Oh, there he is.
Look for the big red
We
dot.
are in receipt of your written reports for your report. Is there anything you'd like to add, sir?
Yep, the only other thing I had, we did receive a reimbursement grant, thanks to Captain Miracle, to replace our child restraint devices on the ambulances. So we got those in-house and submitted the repayment. It was about $2,400, so that grant was through the state. Other than that, that's it for me.
Very good. Does anybody have any questions of Chief Case? Mr. McDonald?
The financing for the new engine, has that been chosen?
We're working on it right now. Both the supervisor and the treasurer have been in contact with a couple
Institutions.
institutions so it's in progress. We'll should have it back for the October meeting.
It's not like getting a car loan where you go, tell me what, it's a lot more in depth.
Yep.
Okay, any other questions of them? Seeing none? Thank you,
you.
Chief. I believe Deputy Knopke's probably taken a well-deserved break. Deputy Knopke's been busy with the Michigan State Police on addressing some issues that have arisen with the detour route. As of, I believe, Sunday evening, it was over 200 vehicles that have been pulled over. A substantial amount have been given tickets. The good news, there has been no Green Lake Township resident that's been a recipient of a coupon per se in that regards there, and they're going to maintain that. As as much as they possibly can, as long as their resources hold out. I did make contact with, reached out to the County Road Commission and MDOT. I've not heard back anything from the County Road Commission, but I have a meeting set up with the district manager and 2 traffic engineers this Friday to go over some of the issues that we've witnessed along the way, and met with a few property owners that are deeply concerned. So with that, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Nope, that's about all I know on that. If you have any questions, please ask or give me an email and I'll direct them to Deputy Nofke. And with that, we'll move on to the next item, would be public comments. I would ask that you rise, go to the podium, state your name, address of residence, and limit your comments to 3 minutes, not to exceed, and direct them towards this board, please. Mr. Caskey.
Greg Caskey Sr., 11717 US Highway 31. First, I want to invite everyone to the September 11th memorial ceremony at 8 o'clock Thursday morning at the Metro Fire Station on Parsons and 3 Mile. And the next thing, this is not directed at the board in any way, but I want to make sure you're aware of it. The detours for the construction are horrible. There's no consistency. One place has rumble strips, another place doesn't. Lights were not installed when they should have been and turned on. Going to, if you go Long Lake, Secor down to Silver Lake, that intersection is absolutely horrible. Someone's going to get killed there because you can't see the cars coming from your right, and the amount of traffic because of the detours that way has gotten out of hand. They need to put a light in there. And it just, whoever started this should be fired. Anyone who starts a project before things are ready, it's ridiculous. If OSHA was here, they would be shutting it down. It's that bad. We're lucky there haven't been people killed. Thank you.
What time did you say that was, Greg, on 9/11?
8.
8 a.m.? Thank you.
Be there at 8. It'll start a little, it starts when the first airplane actually hit the tower.
Very good. Is there any other public comment? Please adhere to the same rules as outlined.
Scott Richards, 11802 Fred Mar. I have 2 petitions I'm carrying. One is Axe My Tax. The other one's a nominating petition for Carla Wagner. She's running for governor. She hasn't gotten any help from any Republicans on Axe My Tax, so she decided to run. Axe My Tax is not going to take anybody's job away. 2 sheriffs have signed this. A lieutenant and the state police have signed this. I know of a township supervisor that signed this. So it's not about taking somebody's job. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Wait a minute, could Scott, what's Carla's last name?
Wagner.
I have flyers back here.
Yes, sir.
Gregory Caskey, 11711 US 31. The Gonder 31 intersection, I prayed all weekend that nobody got killed. I'm super stoked that we now have state police that want to patrol the 2 miles through here. I've lived there for 10 years. I've been begging for it for 8. Now that we have a shooting a fish in a barrel situation, they're all about it. It's basically entrapment for those people, and I'm really glad to hear it's all our visitors. That's great. Dangerous doesn't I've driven all over the country, and I've never seen an intersection like that. And for them just to surprise us on a random Tuesday, even though we knew it was coming, with no lights at the stop sign. Nobody, you know, somebody went fishing in Benzie a week ago and is coming back through here. It's a full-on surprise. The rumble strips are great that they finally got up a week later. That's fantastic. I told them to put lights on it Monday. They told me due to logistics and everything else. And first of all, I'd like to apologize to you guys. I'm sure Radke, you've been getting your ear full of this. I asked the sheriff's department, our county, to put a cop car there. If you're pulling over that many, and I know they're pulling over people all over. I would love to hear what the number is at that stop sign for the last week. If you're pulling over that many people, I watched a tractor trailer pulling cars on the wrong side of the road on Gonder because by the time he realized he needed to stop there on Monday, or no, this was Sunday afternoon, he was on the wrong side of the road facing traffic. And I'm sure it was Nofke that pulled him over. It's beyond absurd. I've been working construction for a long time, not road construction, but if somebody did what they did here, this is criminal. If somebody got hurt out there, this is beyond negligence. I don't know who's running this, and like I told MDOT on Monday, we've got another year and a half of this, guys, and you've already screwed this up and botched it. Safety-wise, I'm not even talking about over budget or taking too long. Somebody can get killed. The rest of the detour, I get it, it's inconvenient, it's whatever. That's dangerous, and it's still dangerous, even with the rumble strips. And at 8 o'clock in the morning when you're coming through here and the sun's blasting you in the face, the only reason why I stopped at the stop sign is because I knew it was there. You can't see it. You can't see anything, and it's 10, 15 feet off the road. It needs fixed. And I know it's not your guys' problem. I know, Andy, I've already been talking to them too. I understand who's at fault, but this has got to get handled. And I told them to be here tonight. They work for me. They work for us. When they're told to do something, they need to start jumping. This is my house. This is my community. This is my neighborhood. I know everybody's bitching about their neighborhood back there. Nobody seems to have a problem with it when it's in my backyard. Now that, surprise guys, this is what I've been dealing with for years. I've had 3 people die in my front yard. Once again, I'm sorry that you guys are having to deal with this. Thank you. And if you would, let them know that I expect them here next meeting.
We had about 20 seconds left, Greg. Anybody else? Okay, seeing nobody else, we'll move on to the next agenda item, which would be postponed business, treasurer, bank rec. Andy, could you give us an update on what's transpired?
We're still working with, I just drew a blank.
Plant Moran.
Yeah, thank you, Plant Moran. Looks like everything is just about cleaned up from the 24 tax year. So far, everything seems to be going well on the 2025 tax year. We're off by 6 pennies. I know where that is. I just have to get a journal entry to make that correction. Other than that, it's looking a lot better. From my understanding, the conversation between Plant Moran and UE, they're content with what we've got done at this point. They're just trying to clean a couple of things up, and we should have that all wrapped up by the next meeting.
Any further questions?
Yeah.
Yes, Sherry.
You're talking about 24 and 25. Is Plant Moran going to review like the last 5 years or so? Have they done that? Or, because we're, basically, we're worrying about 24, and I'm wondering about 4.
Before that, we were good in that regards there. It was a culmination of issues or concerns, button hits and that created some confusion in our numbers. We were seeing negative when it shouldn't have been negative and this type of stuff. And the treasurer's office went into a clearinghouse depository to earn higher interest. Well, it was complicated. It was way over my head and my pay grade per se. But talking with Yui, our auditor, and Plant Moran, the accountants, or the individuals that are reviewing the records, have got it narrowed down. There is just some general journal entries perhaps that need to be adjusted, and the seed money in the tax account that's off by a little bit, or whatever Andy mentioned there, get that isolated and get that back into the general fund, because that's where the general consensus is. It's general fund money that was in there that's been accumulating for seed money, and it'd be.
And some of it was interest money that had been earned that had not been properly captured. So there was more money in the tax account than we thought was in the tax account in BSNA, or in our accounting software.
And it's all though for 2024, that's what I.
Correct.
We're just gonna worry about 2024 and then forward.
Correct. We had to get 2024 cleaned up. Part of the issue was we were using two different accounting softwares to account for money. My concern was that's an opportunity for fraud, for something to go wrong that you can easily cover up. By having everything transferred over to the BSNA, there were some background mapping issues, which would say I receive a payment for this, it goes here. Well, it was going into the wrong here in the accounting software. It was going into the right here in the bank account, which caused this to be inflated and this to be underinflated. But because this was underinflated, it was underinflated double, because I then paid out of this fund and put it into this fund. So this was, it took some people who understood the accounting process a lot more than myself to get it all understood and straightened out, and help with some of the back of house mapping. They came up with they developed a Excel spreadsheet that also helped make sure that money's on this form, the BSNA paperwork was accurate based upon what the distribution sheet said. So there's a lot of checks and balances that are happening right now to make sure that all that mapping is correct. Jill had brought up was, what's going to happen? Is there a potential mapping issue? And you really don't know until you map it wrong. So this will help us catch it within 6, 8 months.
Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, concludes. We'll continue that under postponed business next month. Hopefully we'll have a final determination at that point in time. With that, we'll move on to new business. This is where Dave indicated that he would abstain from discussion. Lot line adjustment for 4222 Euclid Avenue. Our assessor, Mr. Muhall, did inquire if he should be here tonight, and I asked him what his opinion was of it, and he said, about time. He's in favor of this lot line adjustment. That was his words, so we'll bring this back to the board. Mr. Hamilton did address, I believe, in a report that correlates with this as well. Does any board member have any questions?
My only comment would be if Mr. Biganowski has a conflict or potential conflict of interest, should he even be in the room during the conversation?
You can go to the sink and get a drink of water.
It's not that type of conflict. I'm not influencing you by sitting here, am I?
You could.
So-
You're very
I'm not your
intimidating.
boss, am I?
You are. You're a voter, sir.
I'm not.
Okay.
I do.
What's that, Sherry?
I want to know how the other 22 feet got split off. Because half of it was already readjusted, and why this 22 foot? How did the other 22, it's the guy here that owns it? No.
No, he's not.
How it come about that the other 22 feet got put out or split and this didn't? What would have been the purpose
Are
of
you
it?
talking about Silver Street, the 22 remaining feet?
Yes.
Yeah, between 13 and 14, somewhere they took,
I'm sorry.
did you say, hold on a second?
No, I thought
Oh.
you meant Silver Street itself. I see what you're saying, that piece.
Yeah, somewhere in the past, that 22 feet got split into the other lot, and I was wondering how that come about that this didn't happen.
Well, I can tell you that of years of looking at these plats over there, there's even a supervisor's edition that wasn't even recorded right. This is probably one of the most complicated,
Plats
little
that we
tiny
have.
bunch of,
Yeah.
I think it's one of the oldest,
It
besides the
was a
village of
campground,
Interlochen.
though.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. So with that,
Well, no, are we sure that other 22 feet got done? That's what I want to know.
yes.
Yes.
That's where Bill said, finally, this is all being clarified and taken care of. And due to, illegal got involved in this regards here and did the cleanup of was, yes. Let's get it cleaned up and get it done. Any other discussion?
I'll make the motion that we grant the lot line adjustment for 4222 Euclid Avenue as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Kramer, supported by West, to approve the lot line adjustment for 4222 Euclid Avenue. Any discussion?
Yes, so
Paul.
they will, they'll pay the freight on recording it?
Yes. I think it's, what, $35 or something, whatever it might be. Any other discussion? Let's do a roll call on this, please.
Merrick,
Yes.
Kramer, yes. Radke,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
McDonald, and Biondo.
Yes.
Mary Jo, please state in the record that
Dave?
trustee Biganowski abstained.
Okay. Why did I just do that? Next item on our agenda. We've been getting some requests for drawing water out of our fire hydrants for boring machines and for the construction of the improvements that MDOT and DTE consumers are doing, along with other utilities. And working with Chief Case, Roy, and Mary Jo, it was found that we did not have a hydrant rental fee scheduled. So after some research, looking at several other communities, including Blair and County DPW, the 5 towns that provide that, I keep saying we, Mary Jo assembled this form that has been utilized by other communities. It was straightforward and simple. And this, the fee schedule is a permit fee of $50 plus $45 from 1 gallon to 3,000 gallons. And 100, and it's an additional $100 for 3,001 gallons to 7,000. You could read the rest if you have any questions. So we just need to get this in place.
I'll make
So-
the motion, we adopt the hydrant use permit and fee schedule as presented.
Support.
Question. Our water system has one customer, they pay everything. We're be double dipping if we charge these other folks for a hydrant, because they're paying for it all anyway. We're double dipping, right?
No, Tom's is paying for their water usage.
But they're not metered, or they pay?
Yes,
they're-
they are
have one
metered.
customer, it's
Yes.
Tom's Development.
Yes, they're metered.
Okay, so,
So they pay for the usage.
okay, so we're not double dipping.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
My question is, you got on here is permit holder authorized open hydrants. What type of people are we gonna let open it? Who's gonna be able to do it? Is there any kind of regulation on who can go out there and open a hydrant up?
There would, I would not be able, well, I as a resident would not be able to open up, but a contractor of a company in existence that has liability can, with the approval and supervision of Roy
No, we don't just let them do it
or-
themselves. They don't do it themselves.
That's
and
what this
or
says.
chief and or.
Where does it say that?
It's responsibility of the hydrant user to protect the
7
ends
line
of
down.
the
Yes.
backflow. So that's what is there a certification or something? I know
No,
the
that
fire
means the
department.
truck can't backflow. It doesn't mean that, no, you're thinking of the wrong thing.
So, no, so we have Chief Case and his staff and Roy, and whomever else we authorize to be able to operate the system, whether it's Josh Hall of OS, who is operating our system. Because what brought this forward is I got a call from Josh, our company that oversees the water system, and says, hey, we went through a lot of water, where's the brakes? Because he was not notified. So now we have a chain of notification that has to transpire, because we have to report the volume changes, because now we're back up to a class 1 well instead of a class 3, 2, class 2 well, which has been changing over the last 6 years. So this is just to ensure that they have a backflow preventer there, or they have an air brake when they fill a container, whether it's a tanker or whatever they might be using. We just got to make sure it doesn't backflow into our system. Hence the reason why the chief, fire department, our DPW would be witness of that.
Well, that's where I'm going,
Yes.
is everybody and their brother come get your permit, oh, we want to get your water system.
No.
Who's going to control it?
Because it threw a red flag when they came to the township hydrant. They opened it up and turned it on. They didn't realize it pressurized the system in the fire station. So there was some anxiety there trying to figure out what happened when the people in the fire station didn't know they used that particular hydrant, which has an on-off switch. So we're trying to take care of that. Am I correct, Chief Case? Roy? Okay. Paul?
Yes. So I remember back in the day, it was cobwebs, but, so the issue would happen with our operator there, when we would have typically a use of a fire, a fire or something, and we had a high volume use, I'd let them know because of the chlorination system, it's metered at, whatever the trickle rate is now, and all of a sudden you're using thousands of gallons. So I'm sure you're involved in all of that, but I just wanted to remind you that, yeah, every time you'd have to reevaluate the chlorine system.
Yes. So when we do hose testing down there and they do their training, we notify our operator as well, just to ensure that we're still in compliance with the requirements that are set forth by the state.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Pat?
I've seen trucks filling up down there at Tom's, out in the corner of the parking lot. Is that on Tom's meter or is that on our meter?
That's on our meter.
So,
Tom's meter is from inside the building.
Hydrants aren't metered.
Yeah.
so how, do we keep tabs on that, I guess?
It's the honor system. We have notified, typically it was like Team Elmer's, and they would do that as a contract through Miller Pipeline, I believe,
Right.
keeping track of the volume on that. So we will be putting them on notice. And we have enough people driving by that give us a call, send me a text.
Pictures.
Yes. So we have did we have a motion by
Merrick, where
Merrick?
you?
Supported by Radke to approve the hydrant use permit and fee schedule? Was that correct in that?
Adopt, yes.
Yes, adopt. Any further discussion? Looks like we're going to do a roll call.
Kramer, yes.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
McDonald. Biondo.
Yes.
Merrick.
Yes.
And Biganowski.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is resolution number 09092025.1, the annual exemption for option for the health insurance. We've done this in the past, I think once or twice. And I just, after working with our new insurance counselor per se, it was identified that we need to do this annually. I double checked, talked, researched the law, talked to Representative Roth and DeMoose, and by golly, we gotta do it annually. So here in a couple months, we'll redo it again, but in order to get and stay in compliance, they recommend that we bring this forward. It's a boilerplate, right from the statute, information, so
I'll make a motion, we adopt resolution 09092025.1 as presented.
Second.
we have a motion by Merrick, supported by Biondo, to adopt resolution 09092025.1 as presented, to opt out of the hard cap option. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Biondo.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Kramer, yes. Biganowski.
Yes.
Merrick.
Yes.
McDonald. And Radke.
Yes. Resolution adopted.
We just took option 2?
No, 3.
To opt out,
Oh.
exemption.
Yes, we did 3.
Okay.
Should that be in the motion then?
It was meant to be.
Okay.
No, it's in the resolution. It's written,
Yes.
it just didn't say number 3. It just said exemption option.
Thanks for clarifying.
So,
Dave.
but we'll double identify. Okay, next item. This was discussed a couple months ago, and we're bringing it back. We're finally bringing it forward to the board. This is an updated media system. Some people know we've had some connection issues, update issues, routing issues with the system that we have now. So after talking with other townships in Grand Traverse County, specifically Long Lake Township, tech stuff, tech box that handles 3 cameras and automatically links to what we need it to link to instead of our updates and manual connection through our software. So this would be elimination of quite a bit of our mixers and everything else in the back. This is all automatic for our meeting, video, and audio system. So the request is to update, not the microphones, everything will interchange with that, but it will be connected to 3 cameras, so we won't have to make sure our software of our video camera, software of our laptop has to, is weekly, Pam, Roy? We have to reprogram it. And sometimes it doesn't work at the time of the meeting. This technology is supposed to be a just simple plug and play.
This just over here, building.
Yes.
Are they permanently in the ceiling?
It's
3 cameras?
Yes.
Does it take care of the audio issues that we're having where we can't hear everybody?
The mixer is supposed to be in the box, yes. If you would go to Long Lake Township and watch their meetings, it's pretty slick, actually. You know, you're watching 3 cameras at the same time. And it's the user that could sit there and pull up whatever camera they want to use, focus on, instead of looking at 3 screens.
They have the right microphones. We don't have the right microphones.
Yes. So, and Judy did take a look into that, trying to wear wireless microphones. That costs more than what we're doing here, just for 8 microphones. So we went, yeah, we'll teach people to speak into the microphones, a lot cheaper. Might take a little longer, but. So with that, if, any other questions?
Yeah.
Judy, are you familiar with, did I miss anything, Judy?
Nope.
Okay, Sherry?
The billing here, they're billing for like 2 different things. Is it both parts? Like the first one is 48.74 and the other comes out at 33.86. Is that 2 different things that they're billing for?
Yes, one is for the work, the cameras, and the converters and jumper cables. And the other one is for the turret dome cameras, the 3, I think, well, they got 2 and 2, so yeah. The other one is for the cameras and That's quite complicated.
That's
So the
what I-
first
The
one is the
cable run.
equipment, and the second one is the labor, it looks like.
Yes. And the cable run and system design.
So when you add it all together, we come up with 8260. Does anybody else have that figure?
I got 8259.
Yes.
I got 8259.
82, not to exceed 8260 type thing. Sherry, I'll go with you on
I want
that.
to move them, yeah, make the motion to go with this Avion technology to update our microphone system, not to exceed 8260.
I'll second.
We have a motion by West, supported by Kramer, to go with Anavon upgrade system of our audio video, not to exceed 8,260. Did I cover that, Sherry?
Yeah, you did, but the other thing that, the billing was done on the 30th of May and June. It could be higher today.
No, they would hold,
They're
they said they would hold
holding
it.
that. Okay.
Yes. Any discussion?
We have a separate fund that will cover this, or is it coming out of the general?
This will come out of the general. At this point in time, there was some discussion of coming out of the PEG fund, but won't have the final numbers on that for another 30 days. So there,
Metro doesn't work?
what's that?
Metro fund doesn't work for this?
Metro does not, just the PEG fund does. So we will take a look at that. Once we get done with Platte Moran and UE, we'll confer to see what else can be done out of the PEG and bring it back for perhaps an amendment. Anything else? Roll call, please.
West.
Yes.
McDonald. Biondo. Merrick.
No.
Biganowski.
Yes.
Kramer, yes, and Radke.
Yes, motion carries 6-1. Thank you. Next item on our agenda is the August 12th, 2025 board meeting minutes, removed by Sherry.
Okay, I got three things on the minutes. Go to page 2, and this is a question I'll ask Darrell. On the second line down, it says matching grant for the purpose of purchasing new wildland gear. Is that a brand name, or is that what it's called?
No, so the DNR grant is specifically for wildland fire gear, so it's different than structural fire gear, so it's a second set.
Okay, so we got the wildland gear then?
Yep.
Okay, that's it we got, okay. Elmira Township down there, go where the ATV has been delivered, assisted Elmira. Don't they spell their name over there with an A?
Yes.
Okay. And I just want to say, let me go back and find it. On page 5, I'm not as dumb as this thing here says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth line down. West asked if there's a cost to keep the ballpark open. I actually asked if it really cost as much as what we were paying for it. Remember that? Because it was like $30,000 when we were doing the bids and that. And I says, does it really cost that amount?
I remember that. Similar to that statement, not, we have to pay to
Right.
keep the part, it was, we're paying that much, is my
Yeah.
recollection, yes.
So it's, I know we have to pay for it, but I was surprised at the cost when the bids come in.
So how would you like it to read?
Where are we? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
Page 5?
Page 5,
Under summer,
the fifth line down. It would be, if the cost, say, if the cost is that high to keep up the ballpark. Because I was shocked by the amount that come in for, the bid that come in.
Wrong page, wrong page.
Okay, that's what it is.
Okay, I'm looking at page 5, I'm going,
Yeah, I was there too. It took me a second to realize there's multiple page 5s.
Well, do we?
It's page 5 on the second notes.
Got it.
So how will it read?
Wes asked if it really costs that
Yes.
amount of money.
Okay.
Asked if the cost is that high for the upkeep of the park.
Yep,
That's much better. Thank you,
sounds
Judy.
good.
Does that satisfy?
That does me.
I make a motion, we,
Oh, hang on, we have Mr. McDonald that has a comment.
I'm gonna clean them up. Page 4, 1.
which four?
Of the 12.
For August,
No, there's
Yes.
2 sets of minutes.
Yeah, we're only changing one of them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one is the other one.
Okay,
Fifth line down, I think we should strike oversight, comma, boards in and out. Strike that out of there.
Wait a minute, I'm not there. Where's
The
you
Grand
at?
Traverse County
page 4.
to maintain dam with
Line
quarter.
down from the top.
Page before yours.
Where it says
Okay.
Grand Traverse County Oversight.
See where it starts?
Yeah.
the 3 words.
Oversight boards.
Yep,
In and out.
Yep. Remove those 3 words before that, Grand Traverse County oversight.
Strike from after county up to maintain.
Okay.
Strike to maintain. Strike oversight, comma, boards in and out.
good one.
I'll go with that. Nuts and bolts is, we're gonna put the damn boards in and take the damn boards out.
Anything else?
Now I make a motion, we approve the amendments as amended.
Approve the minutes as amended.
That's what I tried to say. Words are tough.
We have a motion by Merrick, supported by Baganowski, to approve the August 12th, 2025 board meeting minutes as amended.
In the July 8th, because we didn't.
Apparently got
approve
both meeting minutes.
those. We didn't approve both, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
But you
That
had-
wasn't
Any other
in your
discussion?
motion. That wasn't in your motion, it was to pull the minutes.
Okay.
Of that date of August.
yes, August 12th.
Did you say Big did it?
Seconded it,
I
yes.
thought it was,
McDonald?
I thought it was McDonald too.
Oh, was it McDonald? Oh. Stand corrected. Motion by Merrick, supported by McDonald, to approve the August 12th, 2025 board meeting minutes as amended.
Can you make sure the minutes are correct on that for next meeting, please?
Nope, I make mistakes on purpose to make sure you guys are reading them. Right, Mary Jo?
Since Marv screwed it up, can you fix it for him?
Any other discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item is discussion. Oh, by golly, I do got a couple things.
Oh,
19 minutes worth, I bet.
Nope. Well, close. No. A reminder, we have our cleanup day, annual cleanup day, this Saturday, 8 to 11:45-ish. If you're not in line at that time. And the next item would be that, to reiterate, I'm having a meeting with MDOT and their engineers Friday. Public comment request and concerns have been doing a live morning edition news broadcast. They're going to try to do that the first part of October, and I will have further details. They will want some information of township happenings, and they want to ensure that the board is going to be aware of the live broadcast of the morning edition news. And I went, okay, enjoy, good luck. So I just wanted to bring that forward.
They're gonna do a live newscast every day now?
That I do not know. They were just authorized to do their first live broadcast, morning edition of the news outside of Interlochen Center of the Arts. They want to be more involved in our community.
So if they're doing that, is it gonna be a forum so that you can put announcements on there and that?
I don't see why I could not make that request. There's no reason why I couldn't make that request.
Yeah, 'cause it might be every month you could say
Yeah.
the board meetings tonight.
Yeah, so I do listen to IPR on
What?
occasion.
What?
Yeah, imagine that.
thought you just did a hunting and fishing report.
Something else will come on.
No,
It's
sir.
actually a good station to listen to when you're in traffic.
Yeah,
Keeps you
it's a calming device. And I have that in the background when I'm getting phone calls about the detours.
Yeah,
So
he
that's all, that's
They
all
were all
I
standing
have.
at the end of my driveway last Thursday, ready to complain. Seriously.
But anything else, any other discussion points? Seeing none, any correspondence? Hearing, seeing none, public comment. This is an opportunity for any member of the public that did not exercise that right at the first public input to do so under the same rules and guidelines as that. Is anybody like to speak?
Jill Coverdell, 5648 Runwood Way. One thing to add to the MDOT discussion, Marv, would be the barricade that's at Grand Corners for people traveling west. To get around it, to get to local traffic or local businesses, you almost have to go like up over the curb. It's right in the lane, and it's really awkward looking. You know, I have a fundraising event at Blue Bridge next week, and nobody's going to know how the hell to get there because they don't know how to go around that. It doesn't have clear marking on it. The other thing is when and if the tax bank account is finalized, I would like to know what the cost was involved for Plant Moran and the external auditors to reconcile that. I think it would be wise to bring that to the public because a lot of us have been hearing about this for months, and I was obviously actively involved in trying to get things tidied up. You know, and I think it would also make sense to either have a representative from Plant speak about what they found and how they resolve things so that it's coming from the expert's mouth and no one sitting up there, not to
No, I
disrespect
understand.
anybody
I wouldn't
there.
be there.
But I think that it needs to be brought forward so that the public is aware of what caused it, what corrective action has taken place. Is it going to continue to happen, or are we okay? Because there were some things, you know, even like the interest earnings, did it meet the statutory requirements of, did we earn more than we should have? You know, I think that that's got to be all cleared up and communicated to the residents that have been hearing about this issue for months on end. So I would ask that respectfully. Thank you.
Is there any other member of the public that wishes to exercise?
Greg Caskey Senior, 11717 US Highway 31. Just to echo her comments, I frequent Rico's, and you either have to go around the barricade in the oncoming traffic turn lane, or you have to go up over the curb to get around it. I was there today. Someone has run into that sign. So that's something that, I know it's not our township, but if you're talking to them, I'd appreciate it. The other thing is, right down here on the corner, at the light, someone dropped a whole bunch of rock gravel. That's like marbles on a motorcycle. I don't know who we need to contact to clean that up, but it sure be nice if we could get that done. Thank you.
And this was at the Grand Corners, correct? Okay, yes.
Yeah, there was actually a sandbag laying right in the lane where you're supposed to kind of go around the barricade. Somebody had kicked over a sandbag holding down the barricade, I noticed today. You know, it's just a bad looking corner.
Okay, yeah,
The
I'll,
signage is like crappy everywhere, quite honestly.
They need to move,
Subpar.
they need to move that sign too that's down at 31 in Gonder because it's over this way. It should be in the middle of the road because they can't go around that barrier either.
so we'll have that discussion Friday. Thank you for your understanding and your comments and your suggestions. That's about all I can do to them as well, but we'll see how it comes out.
More orange barrels. Can't have too many, right?
Exactly, exactly. Any other public comment?
They're making up for lost time. We haven't heard much from them.
Gregory Caskey, 11711 US 31. When you speak to them on Friday, I'm going to go talk to them tomorrow as well, since me on the phone wasn't enough. I told them to be at this meeting. They've shut down our community. I've never seen them at this meeting. It's disrespectful that they weren't here tonight. at this meeting. They shut down our township, which I understand and I'm okay with. I knew it was coming. That's understandable. But these discrepancies are not. And they should have been here tonight, especially since I told them to be here. So I will go reiterate that to them face-to-face tomorrow. If you could help that out on Friday, and I appreciate you taking care of that on Friday.
Yes. Normally, I do not respond to public comment. It's best not to, but on the MDOT, the director or the manager, the district manager up here has been on vacation. He come back Sunday, and he did respond to my emails Sunday. He said he'd come out today. I said, what are you going to give us for a response? He says, I don't know what the issues are. I said, so, okay, well, let's get together and we'll talk about the issues. Because some of it's on the Grand Traverse County Road jurisdiction, premised upon MDOT's jurisdictional improvements of their road. So it's a two-prong issue, and we're not having communication back from one to the other. And I'm trying to be the driver of this situation, and I'm getting response from one side, not the other side. And having no answers to the issues, which I outlined to them, I think I emailed them. I think I got to bring a copy to you. And I haven't got an answer yet either on those issues. Having semis go through a residential subdivision that have roads built to a residential standard, incapable of handling the extra load. And these individuals paid to have that road put in, if you remember, Paul.
Yeah.
And now it's being torn apart rather rapidly with the commercial traffic going in there. And the residents want it fixed, and they don't want to have to pay for it, and it's in a county road. It's a cluster. So in order to be honest with them, I didn't want them attacked and having no responses, because that would upset individuals. So I wanted to make sure that they had time to address the questions, and hence I got 2 engineers instead of 1 engineer working on that. So I'm still waiting for a response from the Road Commission. But regardless of that, we're meeting Friday with MDOT. So it's not all on them. They just didn't have the answers. They didn't know. Manager didn't know. So that'll be discussed. Thank you. My apologies in that regards there. Any other public comment? Hearing none, I will adjourn this meeting at 6:24 p.m.